organization in Chester, Connecticut that is going the extra mile to help some marginalized youth. My guest is Margot Calder, Executive Director of the BRAYCE organization in Chester, which helps Brazilian young people. Margot, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Where did BRAYCE start and why the name?
Okay. BRAYCE started in Rio de Janeiro almost 20 years ago. My husband and I were there having dinner downtown, surrounded by lots of kids from the favelas, from the slums, coming around and begging. And one little girl came up and she said, in Portuguese, of course, "Please help me. I haven't had anything to eat for 2 days." And that was the moment.
That got to your heart. So
that was the moment.
You lived in Brazil for a while, then you moved to Chester and you said, we're going to start this organization.
Well, yes, that's pretty much it, yeah.
How does it work?
Well, how does it work? It works by, I have a partner in Brazil. Her name is Nyberg, she's Dutch. And her organization is called EduMais, Education More, and she teaches into three of the favelas, and she teaches English, and she teaches computer skills.
So the Brazilian youth come to Connecticut?
Yes, they have to be selected first, and so she actually makes the selection, and then they come. We pay for them to come on there from Brazil to fly up here to Camp Hazen, where they're there for the whole summertime. And well, that's not true. If they come as counselors, then they are there for the summertime. Otherwise, they maybe come for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Do they speak English when they come?
They have to have some English.
All right. And how long are they here, for the entire summer?
Well, as I said, if they come as a camper, they're here for 2 weeks. Then we give them a homestay with a family for a week.
How is this improving their lives?
Oh, it's transforming their lives. They come out and they perfect their English skills, which is, in itself very empowering, because it's a tourist economy in Brazil, so if you can speak another language, particularly English, you're made. And also they learn many other skills. They learn leadership. They've been having leadership training at Camp Hazen since the 1920s, so they really know how to prepare kids. And what is magic for our kids is they come from the favelas. They're very poor. They've come from a background of crime and prostitution and violence, and they come over here and they learn many other skills. And what happens is, somehow inside of them, a light bulb goes off. A light bulb goes off and they say, it doesn't matter that we're poor. It doesn't matter that we come from a favela. We're okay. And everybody around us likes us. And, we can have a future. We can really have a future. And that happens after a few days at Camp Hazen.
With the years, you're 20 years now. How does Chester help these kids?
Well, it's the camp. The camp is brilliant. It's a Y camp. And it's, as I said, they've been doing leadership since the 1920s. They really know how to handle kids and how to develop kids and give them confidence. And that's the thing that makes a difference. They learn to be confident in themselves and to have self-esteem. And that's the difference. They go back and they do all this. We've got kids, who are doing also. One of our kids actually started at the United Nations, has a job at the United Nations. Imagine, from a favela.
All because you started this. The best thing, when you look back over 20 years, how has this filled you up as a person?
I think it's completely, I'm doing what I need to do. And, my husband died almost 10 years ago. And I thought, I can't do this anymore. But that little voice inside said, oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. And so I do, and it's good. It makes me happy to see these kids having a new life and in a new place, doing good stuff.
Well, Margot, you've changed lives. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being on and telling us about BRAYCE.
Thank you very much.
And if you'd like to know more about this amazing program called BRAYCE in Chester, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.